to the right. Satin powder space for me send white. Cause we never see the girl them when party keep my doors on a baby night. Girl ever move them waistline, wing lights up, heady gets buzz. Shots off you want tequila, can't run my drive, I don't drink, so you know what, go on for the night. This gas on the MB, pull up to the gate first. Vibes off it, go on, say time from autumn, summer. Bouncy like rubber, new banners round me, every blood clot night. Yeah, banners round me, only banners round me. Yeah, banners round me, every blood clot night. Banners round me, banners round me, banners round me. Yeah, go on for the night. Yeah, banners round me, you banners round me. Yeah, banners round me, big blood clot. Money gotta run, my guy. Fresh out the pump, but never stay low dry. And when they see me jump out to the right, satin powder space for me send white. Cause we never see the girl them when party keep my doors on a baby night. Girl ever move them waistline, wing lights up, heady gets buzz. Shots off you want tequila, can't run my drive, I don't drink, so you know what, go on for the night. This gas on the MB, pull up to the gate first. Vibes off it, go on, say time from autumn, summer. Bouncy like rubber, new banners round me, every blood clot night. Yeah, brand new banners. Man whistle snakes and ladders. Bad attitude, no manners. You know it never matters. When gotta fly like daggers. Athletes, Batman and Nippers. I don't go gangbangers. Gal, I got money on the mind. My team's always a target. You on the market. I'll speak you the banners in line. I'll speak you the banners in check. Eyes on the prize, hands on deck. Always pick the perfect. Whenever we step, big 4-5 never break sweat. Yeah, I'll speak you the banners in check. Eyes on the prize, hands on deck. Always pick the perfect. Whenever we step, big 4-5.
Listen, man. Just because you don't like the stage at Glastonbury, okay? 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 All right, man. What's up? How y'all doing? What's up? What do you guys want to listen to? What do y'all want to listen to? Nexus, not Nexus. Nexus, Public. No, I know, man. I know. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Hope you're doing well. Today is October the 27th. I hope that we are all happy, healthy, and wealthy all at the same time. My friends, did we have a good weekend? What do we want to listen to today? What's the vibe? What's the vibe, man? Who do we got? We got Karen. Good morning. We got Sigma. Says, I want to long the all-time high. Yeah, that's crazy, broski. Hey, Gio, let's long the all-time high. I'm actually short right now. That would be the master plan. DJ and Brian says, Gio, you're always the first to have insider info. What can I say, man? No, I'm just kidding. Oh, man. Vibe is everything. What's up, K-Pizzy? What's up, guys? Good morning. Good morning. Blocky's in the chat. What's up, bro? Are you still doing videos and shit? Take me high. Take me higher. Good morning to all, man. Good morning to all. Yeah, I'm short right now. I shorted Biddy this morning. I am short. I closed a lot of my longs. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with my positions at the moment. Okay, I don't really know because I feel like it's time to short, but my insiders haven't told me yet. No, I'm just playing, man. I'm just playing. Listen, I am not an insider. I am not an insider. I have zero access to insiders, but what I will tell you is that I dedicated my life to this game. So that's how I knew that last week we were going up, man. That's how I knew we were going up. Take me water. That's a banger, right? We landed on K-Pizzy. I don't know, K-Pack. It's whatever I feel. It's K-Pack, it's K-Pizzy, it's K-Peasy, it's Kim Possible. Whatever I'm feeling at the moment. Listen. My friends, my dear friends, what is up? How we doing? We got 10 likes, 46 people in here. Algo's a little bit dead, but that's okay. Market pumped, man. Market pumped. We hit our objective. Okay, last week we were talking about, first of all, we were long from here. Actually, we had a few longs on the way up. I beefed with somebody saying that we need to go lower, and I was like, man, this ain't the time to be shorting. It was somewhere, I don't remember if it was here maybe. I don't remember where it was, but you know, ultimately I was targeting these semi-equal highs all last week. Okay, we built our case. We talked about USDT dominance. Okay, we built our case for it, and now over the weekend, over a very grueling week of trash price action, trash chop and whatever, we have finally made our way to the top of our order flow objective. Okay, and at the top of our order flow objective, prior to this entire move to the upside, we obviously, whenever you have a range, okay, this is your range high. If I'm going to draw the range for you, that's your range. It's very clearly a range. Okay, range, this is your range. See that? If this is your range, when you're at the highs of the range and you just swept important liquidity like these equal highs that we just discussed. Okay, what do we know about ranges? Range is range. Okay, range rotation. You sweep the high, you go to the low. You sweep the low, you go to the high. That's as simple as it is. And prior to us even being there, okay, prior to us even getting here, this is always a position that we're looking for. And it just so happens that we, over the week, left beautiful liquidity that we can come back and tackle. Okay, so I am short on Bitcoin. I am still long on Bitcoin. I have taken significant profits on my Bitcoin. I am going to, on my Bitcoin long, that is. I am going to monitor. Okay, so a lot of people come in here asking me what do I think and whatever, and my answer right now is it's a little bit too soon to understand where we're going in the midterm and the high time frame. Okay, people say that it's time to be bullish, and I would not disagree. However, I think that the longs, just because we're bullish doesn't mean we long now. Okay, the longs were last week, right? Last week I was telling everybody don't get too bearish at the lows. You know, I reminded the Nexus multiple times, do not get too bearish. And conversely, right now, my opinion is do not get too bullish, okay? Because we are at the range high. When you're at the range lows, you are prioritizing longs. When you're at the range low, when you're at the range lows, you are prioritizing longs. When you're at the range high, you are prioritizing lows. Just based on probabilities, that's what makes more sense. Does that mean that we're gonna not go higher? No, that doesn't mean that at all. As I mentioned, I am still in my longs and I am holding my longs. However, we need to understand that we are at the range high and we just swept important liquidity. So what that means is that I'm looking for shorts. Okay, if we come up to 115.7-ish, I will look to add to my short. If we sweep the high, I will look to add to my short upon getting confirmation, of course. And we will take profits where we need to take profits. And yeah, it's really as simple as that. For me to get truly bearish, I need to see price close below 112.2-ish, okay? If we start closing candles below 112.2, let's say 112, okay? If we start closing below 112, then I do believe we will make a very fast rotation down to 106K. And if we do make our way down to 106K, I think we might get a little temporary bounce, and then we will roll over ultimately to 102K. So for me, if you go below 112, I think we are eventually going to make our way down to 102, where we will then once again be at the range low and can look for deviations of the range low to take you to the range high. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. That is the plan. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so I am short. I am holding my short. If I am able to hold my short until until the prophecy plays out. Remember, this is a very aggressive short right now, but if I'm able to hold it down to 102K, I mean, there's going to be plenty of other trades along the way. On the way up, we had like, I don't even know, 4 or 5 Bitcoin longs on the way up. So I was, over the weekend, I was in 3 longs on Solana, and I was in 2 longs on Bitcoin. But that's kind of what I'm looking for right now. So for me personally, I can tell you this. If you put a gun to my head, I would not long before 114K. That's an absolute fact. And we'll have to see how things transpire. Like I said, and like I told the Nexus many times this morning, I think it's a little bit too soon. And the reason why I think it's too soon to speculate where price is going is because while we did take out a higher time frame point, the range that we're forming right now is a little bit too young for me to, you know, have a clear understanding of, are we going to do this? Are we going to do this? Are we going to do this? I don't know yet. We're too young. This range here is a range, and that is too young. But I will definitely not long before this gets hit at the very least. But I am sitting short right now, simply off of the deviation of this high. Okay, I am sitting short. And that is basically the plan. That's what you all came for. So hit the like button while I read your comments, and change the song because I'm not really feeling this. Not really feeling this. Not really. I'm not really feeling it. Let's just do this one. Let's do this one. All right, let's see what y'all saying. You're always holding your long. Yeah, I don't do that. But I closed out, man. Like, my mindset that I want to get into, not I want to get into, but like I think is a healthy mindset, at least for me and the way that I trade, because I have such an elaborate understanding of the way that the price moves. Like, I truly can get in from anywhere, and I generally have a good understanding as to where my EO is. EO, by the way, is a term or an abbreviation that I just made today, which is just expectational order flow. So once you understand where your expectational order flow is, where is your draw, okay? Where's the draw? It's always liquidity. We are liquidity traders here. Then you can actually look to get into a trade and look for involvement anywhere within price action if you know what to look for, obviously, and you are obviously targeting that draw with what makes sense. So for me, I try to move on. I don't want to hold. I don't like swing trading. It messes me up. I get too emotional with the money because I put big capital down. So I'm not a very big fan of swing trading, but yeah, I mean, in general, like I want to adopt the mindset of just like get in, make my money, get out, and then look for a new trade, because I'm very because I have a very elaborate understanding as to where price is likely to go, and I know how to trade it. So just get in, get out, as opposed to just having one trade on the entire way down. Like this, all these longs. So we were long. Shouts out to Raven, because we were long in the Nexus from here. I was long from here. I was long from here. I was long from here. And I believe I longed this as well. And then there was one more, like here. So instead of just being long from here and holding it all the way up, you know, if you can compound the longs like that, it's even better, right? So this position, though it could take me down to 102K, you know, why not like look for a long here and then short it again here and then long here? You know what I mean? Like that's just my preference, right? My preference. So yeah, let's see what you guys are saying. A lot going on this week. What's priced in and not what's priced in. Yeah, I know there's a lot of news and shit. How long do I think it's healthy to be and necessary to be active in front of the charts? Well, that's a very like subjective question. There's no right, there's no wrong, right? But what I will say is that like it's to fit your lifestyle, right? I will share this with you guys. You know, I've recently come to the conclusion that I am addicted to trading, and not in a good way. Okay, no different than alcoholics are addicted to alcohol, or, you know, heroin addicts put the needle in their arm. I'm addicted to trading, and so you know, you need to take precaution to like your own life, you know, like you need to know how things are for you. I can't answer that question for you, like how many hours should you put in or how many hours should you not put in. I don't know the answer to that. But what I do know is that if you identify your situation the way that I have, in that I'm addicted and it's a problem, you need to take, you know, precautions. So now, for example, like I don't even really look at the charts on the weekends. Friday, I took a day off. I wasn't streaming, you know, because I know that if my addiction gets out of hand, like it's not good, right? It's not good. So, but yeah, I don't care about the news, to answer your question. Okay. What's my bias for the day? Well, we swept an important high. Okay, we swept a very important high, and which is what we were targeting all last week when I was telling you guys don't get too bearish. So we swept out these highs. And that being said, let's do our TA song. I feel like doing our TA song on the public YouTube. So yeah, we swept out our range high, and that being said, I mean, you have to look down, right? Like when listen, I'm not bearish right now, but I'm not bullish either. I'm actually very 50-50 at the moment. I understand that price may send you higher. Okay, we very well could go higher from here. There's no way on God's green earth that I'm longing anywhere where we're at right now. The earliest long I will even consider is 114K. And I have to be very careful with that because I understand that we swept a higher time frame draw of liquidity. Okay, so when you are at your range, like this is your range, right? When you're at the range high, you should be looking for shorts. Okay, just like when you're at the range low, you should be looking for longs. It's no different. And in this case, we left a lot of liquidity down below. So my bias on the day is down, but that doesn't mean that we have confirmation for down yet. That doesn't mean short right this very second, but I do think that we could get a decent pullback from here because we just swept a higher time frame draw. But as I said in the beginning of the stream, I don't have any confirmation of that yet. For me to get truly bearish, so I'm not bearish, I'm neutral, but we're at the high of the market, or we're at the high of the range, right? For me to get bearish, we need to start closing below 102. If we start closing below 102, then I will say that I am bearish, right? I am short, so I do think I'm obviously betting on the market going down. Okay, I am short, but would I say that I'm bearish right now? I mean, I don't have any reason to justify going to the range low yet. Let's say that, right? So we're able to identify the possibility. We understand probabilities because that's what trading is about. You know, it can go down here. We're at least identifying that. We have good reason too. We have a very good reason. And this could be a fast move down, by the way, which is what I said here. Break below me, which is below 112. If you break below 112, I think it's going to be a very fast move down. Like a one day minus, you know, 5%, minus 8% kind of day. I do think that, right? So we'll see. We'll see. I'm not bearish, but we're at the high of the range. So I'm not longing here either, right? And I'm betting on it going down because we swept the higher time frame draw of liquidity. Simple as that. It's much better to be addicted to charts than alcohol. You know what, brother? That is also very subjective because both can ruin your life. Addiction is not good in any capacity, right? Whether it's alcohol, whether it's drugs, whether it's charts, whether it's casino, none of it is good. None of it is good. You're addicted to porn for 4 years. 4 years in the depth of hell. Serious nightmare. We all have our demons. God bless. God bless you, man. I'm glad that you were able to overcome those demons. Porn is very dark, for sure. For sure. Was I comfortable with the stops on my current shorts? What do you mean? Are you asking me like where my stop loss is? By the way, guys, let me just say this real quick before we carry on. All content presented is a complete joke. It should not be taken seriously. Gio's an incompetent 5'2" and 3/4 wannabe singing non-financial advisor. Crypto's a scam. Making money online is impossible. Global warming is real. And the earth is flat. Viewer discretion is advised. Listen, all jokes aside, though, let me just say this as well. Okay, I just want to be very, very clear about this. Lately, I haven't really missed. Okay, I haven't really been missing. I've been pretty spot on. One of these times, I'm going to miss, okay? So just because I think right now that the market could go down, that does not mean full port short your entire account. Okay, we still need to remember our risk management. There's going to be a time when I'm wrong. Of course, everybody's wrong. I don't run from it. I don't hide from it. And I don't pretend to always be right. In fact, I love losing because then I get to learn. So I say this common thing, which is that I don't lose, I learn. Okay, I don't lose, I learn. And one of these times I'm going to be wrong. So please don't just go all in. You shouldn't do that anyways from anyone on the internet. Okay? But, you know, like all on the side note, like all jokes aside on that, I'm going to be wrong eventually. I don't even want to say eventually because that sounds like so cocky. I'm going to be wrong. This is inevitable in trading. So just don't, you know, blindly follow me. Don't do that. Yeah, you can stay up all night on the charts. Bad for my health. Yeah, and I don't really sleep, so you know it's not really the best, most ideal situation for me. Alexandra G is in the chat. Alexandra, good morning. I hope you had an amazing weekend. Red candles right now. Yeah, we are we're in a pretty advantageous situation. What I will tell you right now is that my stop is now gonna go there. But I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. I might shave some off here. You know, 1,700 bucks in the morning right now is not a very it's nothing really to complain about, right? Not really. Can't really be upset about that. I'm in 2 Bitcoin short. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the stream, you know, I think it's a little bit too soon right now to be confident in a direction. Okay, I think it's a little bit too soon. We could turn on, you know, tools like Market Cipher and see how things are looking. You know, we definitely have our bearish divergences. I don't use Market Cipher for directional bias. I've learned my lesson, okay, then to doing that. I don't really care about that. But nonetheless, like, you know, my bias is down right now anyways because of that liquidity sweep. And so, you know, now Market Cipher kind of just like helps to confirm that bias. Again, I'm not looking at Cipher and saying, oh, it looks like it's going to go down. No, I don't. I've learned my lesson then to do that. But you know, it definitely doesn't hurt. Definitely doesn't hurt. This is probably a vector candle. This is red. Yeah, that's a red vector candle. So we'll see. We'll see how things go. I am going to de-risk this trade relatively soon because I don't want to swing trade. But you know, I hopefully we can come down to 14K and I can take my first profit there. What I will tell you is that your open interest right now is getting an aggressive move to the downside, which is generally good for the shorts, okay? When we see this, like, look at this. You have big green OI to the upside, and we had a sustained move, and now these are strong shorts. So hopefully we can continue to roll over here. Hopefully in terms because of my shorts, right? And I am still long as well, but we'll have to wait and see which way this thing actually wants to go. But I do want to, in general, de-risk this as soon as I can, because obviously I'm not about round tripping. And if last week has taught me and probably you guys anything, it's take your fucking money and run, because we are in round trip city like all the time. So take your money, run, look for a new trade. And that's very much so the mindset that I'm getting myself into. Is I'm not here to like last week, so it was a good week for me. I made probably around 15 or 20K last week, and that's on top of round tripping like 15K. So I'm not trying to round trip shit anymore. You know, take your money, run, move on, look for a new trade. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. All right. Who else is in a short, though? Just out of curiosity. Is anybody else short with me? You missed the Model 1 distribution on the 1 minute. Yeah, we did have a Model 1 right here. We probably had our super secret, top secret entry model. What I will tell you is that your higher time frame structure is this. You have low, you have high, and you have low. And that's kind of a break. Not really the best break in the world, but nonetheless, understanding where price is more likely to go. You know, at this point, if you're not in a position, what I would look for is this or this, right? So maybe we'll add to our position here. We'll have to wait and see. But, you know, I would be looking for something like that. Primarily either in this zone right here. Here are my next 2 short zones. Basically, like if I was, you know, scalping, which I am, but whenever I'm on YouTube, I get mad distracted. I would look for something like this down to here, or I would look for this down to here. So these are both 2 ideas. Okay, they're not positions, and also sweeping the high. That's also a position. And I would not. There's no way I'm longing here. Not a chance. Not a chance on God's green earth am I longing from here. No fucking way. It's not happening. Okay, these are the only positions right now that I'm even remotely interested in. And, you know, we might not even get them. And these are not limit orders, okay? These are not limit orders. So we'll see. See what happens. You're short from 116.3. That's an amazing entry, bro. Good job. This happened at 4 a.m. This happened at 4 a.m. for me. Obviously, everything good happens at 4 a.m. So I wasn't in from here. But my original entry was around, like, I'll tell you exactly when my entry was. So in the Nexus, I don't sleep, as you guys know, okay? And in real time, so I was updating everybody throughout the night, okay? And right here where I said the 5-minute demand must go in order to have confidence in the shorts, I just shorted it. But that's when I shorted it. You know, shouts out Jabs, tell me that I gotta sleep. We've been pretty spot on, man. We've been pretty spot on. You know, USDT Dominance. Look, we've been pretty spot on. Okay, look at this, right? So last week, you know, this was our TA on USDT Dominance, and you could see very clearly what I had circled: lower high, lower low. Like I did not have one bullish or one bearish bone in my body last week. Last week, I did not have one bearish bone in my body. Not one. So. Yeah, you would long 2 billion? I definitely would not. What's up, Crypto Crank? I definitely would not long 2 billion right now. No way. Why don't I show my entry on the exchange? Because I don't need to. Why do I need to? I'm telling you guys I'm short. Just like last week, I told you guys I was long. And it's up to you to believe it or not. And if you don't believe it, then that's okay. And if you do believe it, then cool. Doesn't matter to me. I'm telling you I'm short. Just like last week, I told you I was long. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Maybe I get stopped out. Maybe I don't. Maybe I call an audible. I don't know. You're going to have to just take my word for it. Crypto Batman, yeah, that's me. If I was gonna have like a second, like an alternate name for my channel, it would probably be Crypto Batman. Or like I would somehow like I would do like Cryptsomnia or something, like Insomnia. It was a 15K week last week. You're sitting back. Yeah, last week was really good. Do I show the trade after? I mean, like, I don't not show the trades. Like, the Nexus knows what I'm doing the whole way, right? The Nexus knows exactly what I'm doing every step of the way. But like on the public YouTube, you know, man, there's like trolls and shit, and like, it's just sometimes I don't feel like it, you know? Sometimes I show it, sometimes I don't. You know? I do want to start doing daily trade recaps, but the Nexus knows everything that I do. So it's not like, you know. And they know before I do it, by the way. Like, they know before I do it. I don't just post it and then, like, when I'm already thousands of dollars up, I'm like, yo, guys, I'm in. I don't do that. They know when I'm in. They know exactly when I'm in. In fact, last week, I gave the Nexus a, let me show you. And again, like, you're going to just have to take my word for it. And if you don't want to take my word for it, then that's completely okay. I'm not, like, mad. I literally don't care. It doesn't matter to me. Right here. Where was the long? We had a stupid long. It was actually a very stupid long last week. I think it was here, if I'm not mistaken. And I'll show you this one. I'm going to show you. I'm not even joking. This was the long. It was a 56 risk to reward long. It was something like this. I'm going to show you. Let me show you in the Nexus. Oh, yeah. We also longed Solana in the public Discord. So make sure you guys join. The link's in the description down below. So this is the Nexus, okay? I'm going to show you guys this long. Hold on. Look at this long right here. See this long that I showed everybody? Look how I babied this. Look. This is what I'm looking for. Don't front run it. Whatever. And then I said, I'm waiting to see it. And then here I said, it's happening at 5:42 p.m. It's happening. And then we were in the trade. This trade this was the exact low. Okay. All this, see? The flip zone last week. Last week I made a video. I even posted the video on X. This is all ahead of time, right? USDT we've been talking about. Anyways. Look, I'm not here to shill. I'm a little bit lazy to shill today. I'm not gonna lie. But in the public lounge, this was for the public. We longed. I don't have any proof of it. You're gonna have to take my word again. I don't feel like shilling shit today, guys. I don't feel like it. You're gonna have to take my word for it. We took that long in the public lounge together via jabs. So, and that long, you know, netted me a good amount of money there. So, not bad. All right, Bitcoin is getting a bounce here. We are actually almost back at my entry, and this is what happens, man. This is what happens when I don't pay attention. So I need to start paying attention because this is what happens. But anyways, I do want to enter. I will enter a trade again if I see what I want to see. That level, clearly, we just busted through it. So that's not really this. See this buyback? When I see this, when I see something like this, I'm not thinking, okay, I'm going to short it now. No, like this is way too V-shaped recovery for me to like try to fight that. So now I would be better off just waiting and, you know, playing whatever range may form. This is a break of structure. So your expectation on the higher time frame would be this. Okay, it would be this. So that could have been your higher low to then make a higher high. That is very much so a possibility. And I'm going to have to manage my current trade accordingly. I should have taken profit there when I was saying that I was going to, but then I got distracted. So this is kind of the issue that I face whenever I'm trading on YouTube, which is partly why I don't really care to show my positions and shit, because it just adds to my distraction. So I enter trades at I don't, if there's a trade at 4 a.m., I will take it. I don't care about time. It just happens to be that usually the good trades happen at 4 a.m. for me. But whenever I get an alert, I'll check shit. And if it looks like a good trade, I'll take it. So I took this one. Jabs gave a freebie long. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Let's do a 1K 1 hour scalp session or 10K. Man, the problem with doing like challenges, there's two problems. Number one, depending on the current price action will depend on what you take or what you don't take. And then number two, if there's a challenge, then you might take trades that you probably shouldn't take just for the challenge, which I personally, I don't trade that way. So I'm not down for that. But if we ever do that, we need to like, hopefully we get good price action in that time. That's why I never went to, what's it called? That's why I never went to, they invited me on Crypto Wars or whatever, Trade Wars or whatever. But I was like, you know what? I could do it. But it's just like, man, first of all, I get so distracted when I'm on YouTube. And second of all, I don't want to like, they have it within Windows. And I'm not here to take trades that I can't put big money behind. Like, I don't do that Mickey Mouse shit personally. Anyways, I would be pretty shocked after getting a V shape like this, especially because that now is very reminiscent of an SFP. I would be very shocked if we don't come up and take this. That's easy liquidity. So anywhere above here is where I would be looking for my shorts now. I would be looking for that. That's a short. And by the way, I want to just be very clear about this. I am still in my Bitcoin long, okay? Like, this is my current Bitcoin. Well, one of my Bitcoin. Actually, I closed my other one, I think. This is my current Bitcoin long. Okay, so 2.7 realized. 2K unrealized. 0.4 position. Just waiting now, seeing what happens. My main target was taken, so, you know, we'll have to wait and see. And then I will get into another position. No problem. So, you know, again, I know where expectational order flow is in general, and I can, you know, for the most part get in from anywhere, but you know, the stars kind of need to align a little bit at least. And yeah, so we'll see what happens here. Now this is obviously not a position. If we come up, if we do something like this, if we go like this, boom 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 boom, yeah, I'm shorting that. TP1 is there, TP2 is here, and then we'll see. But we'll see. I would be surprised if these highs don't go now, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Let's check the OI. Yeah, we did have bearish OI here. See, here's the thing. We had bearish OI here, which you could have shorted easily. And then obviously, you know, but now you just broke that bearish OI and you broke this Model 1 distribution. And like I said, this is very V-shaped reminiscent. And when we were talking about these big red candles pushing price down, yeah, that's good. But if you don't get follow through and now these shorts are underwater, which they are, you know, this is likely going to go higher now. So we'll have to wait and see. This is probably grounds to close my short, but we'll see. The reason the 4 a.m. is popular is because a lot of big traders that live in Dubai. Yeah, man. I don't know. Lately, I find that everything happens at 4 a.m., which is very unfortunate because I would have absolutely shorted had I been awake a little bit earlier up here. I probably would have shorted here. Let's see if I would have shorted here. I'm gonna open up my super secret, top secret entry model that I'm keeping only within the Nexus. I want to see if I would have shorted here. Let me check. And I'm going to be honest. Like, I'll tell you if I wasn't going to. Meow, 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 meow. Let's check ES and NQ too. I haven't even checked today. I want to get this funded today or this week. I want to get these accounts funded this week. Let's see. Oh yeah, I definitely would have shorted here. 100,000,000% I would have shorted. I'll tell you exactly where I would have shorted. Right here. My entry would have been right. My entry would have been right here. Oops. Right here. Right there. I would have entered there. I would have entered right there. I would have went stop above the high and I would have went down. 100,000,000% I would have shorted that. And the Nexus knows. The Nexus probably shorted it. Because they know my super secret, top secret entry model. So. Not bad. Not very bad at all. Raven, what's up, brother? What's up, broski? So yeah, we'll see what happens here on Bitcoin. I would like to sweep these highs out now. I would like to take them out. And then I will look for my super secret, top secret entry model for something like that. And I will short that. I will definitely short that. But we'll see. Hopefully we can come up and take these highs. And we also need to remember that this is a very aggressive trade. This is counter trend. Okay, because this is your structure right now. So if you start getting here's the thing, if you start closing above here, then you can probably look for backtest longs, but it's very risky. Like we're in very sketchy you know, price. We're in a very sketchy place at the moment, basically, is the long story short of it. Okay, very sketchy place at the moment. I should have took more profit, man. I shouldn't have. I got so fucking distracted, man. I get so distracted all the time whenever I'm on stream. I get so distracted. It's horrible. Alex Cryptos in the chat says, have a wonderful day. God bless. Alex, bro, I need you to drop your email for me, bro. I tried to super chat you, but your super chat doesn't work, and I need it to work. I'm not sending you, man. So God bless you. I appreciate you, but I need you to send me your email so I can e-transfer you. And we should do all of our super chats just e-transfer. Hope you're well, man. Hope you had a good weekend. I pray that the Nexus and the Otter Gang both have a good week. I pray we both have a good week. All right, so ETH might be a little bit leading for Bitcoin at the moment. ETH's price action is a little bit more interesting than Bitcoin. I am also looking to short ETH, obviously. That is an SFP. We have bearish OI. Not really. Not really. I would like to short ETH. Doc the Goat. Weren't you Clay the Great? Was that you? I remember that picture. What's up, man? How are you? You shorted my model using at 116,100? Dude, that's so sick. That's super sturdy. That is super surdy, bro. I would like a pullback. You know, I think we're due. The question is, how do we get involved in it now? Right? Like, how do we get the best risk to reward for this trade? Let me check Ethereum, because Ethereum might be shortable now, but I don't know yet. ETH looks pretty good too. ETH looks not bad. ETH looks not bad. ETH might be leading for Bitcoin. ETH might have just done what I wanted Bitcoin to do, right? What I was saying was that I wanted Bitcoin to come up and sweep those highs, but now you actually have an SMT between Bitcoin and Ethereum. You actually have that SMT, right? Where Ethereum took the high, but Bitcoin did not take its high. So that could actually result in a big move to the downside. Let's check USDT dominance. We are in demand on USDT. Okay, we are in demand. This is a clear break of structure. Your expectation order flow is higher, low, higher, high. Am I super convinced that the higher, low, higher, high needs to happen right now? No, I'm not. I'm more on the side that today is going to range than anything else. But, you know, you never know, right? You never know. You never know. I am definitely more on the side that we're going to range than we're not. So, you know, if we do come up and take these highs, perhaps we come down to our long zone first, and then we do that, you know. I don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see. But I'm going to try to not get distracted, because every time I'm on YouTube, I get distracted and I miss trades. It's all good, man. Clay the Great. I remembered it, though. I remembered it. Guys, we have 171 people in here. We only have 46 likes. Every 100 likes, I'm going to give away either a membership or an internship to the Nexus, okay? Where you can gain access to all of these, all my TA, all my streams, all my ideas, all my real-time updates. So make sure that you like this stream if and only if I am providing you value. Shouts out to Kenny. I don't know if Kenny's in here, but shouts out to Kenny. Let's see what happens. What's that? Morning, brother. Don't look at this. Stay focused, man. I'm telling you. If you need the membership, man, hit the like button for me. Every 100 likes will do something. Man, I need good copyright music that's like, yeah, there you go. I need good freaking copyright music. No copyright music. I need good no copyright music. I need good no copyright music. Check soul. Hold on, let me just check my shit real quick. Okay, we're doing okay. We're doing all right. Man, I wish I saw that ETH short sooner. That was a not bad short. Right there. We did get my my super secret, top secret entry model here. We did get that. We definitely got that. So we'll see. We have the SMT too. This is pretty good, man. This looks pretty good. I do think it can roll over. Use AI albums. Yeah, I do actually have a whole playlist of AI. Let's see. They're so fire. What? Somebody removed the first one that I had? Why? Playlists. Soul AI. What? Playlists. View full playlist. Oh, I think one of the channels that I did it like got taken down or something. Do 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 do. Epidemic sound. Yeah, I should use epidemic sound. I definitely should. All right, I need to. Wait, someone said earlier that the fit goes hard. Morning flat earther. Yeah, I don't actually think the earth is flat. Wait, someone said the fit was hard though. Let's pull the fit up. These are my new favorite pants. I had to listen. I went to a hip hop party. I went to a hip hop party the other day. Hold on. So I went to like a 2000s hip hop party. So I had to like be like a gangster. So I bought these like baggy ass pants. Let me show you. Let me show you them. So I got these like super ass baggy pants. And I like really low rided them. Like I literally pulled up to the party like this. I looked like actually like, and I had a bandana. Anyway, it was pretty dope. Not gonna lie. And so now I just kind of like I'm liking the baggy shit, you know? I'm liking the baggy shit, man. This is not the vibe right now. This is not the vibe right now. Not the vibe. It ain't the vibe. All right. All right, let's see what's going on. So we had the SMT between Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay, we had the SMT. Obviously, it didn't come up for those highs. That's why you got to watch Bitcoin Ethereum, man. That was a beautiful SMT. And we had our entry model here on Ethereum. So that would have been a nice trade if I went in a million ETHs. Would have been a very nice trade. Now there's nothing to do. Now we got to wait. Now there's, yeah, this low needs to go. We need to hit this box. In order for me to even consider longing, this box must get hit. But now you're fighting this buy to sell. This buy to sell. Not a very good look, right? Not a very good look. So we will see what we end up doing here. You really love someone and know. You thought it was a Christmas hoodie? Taking the limitless eye drops. Man, I need them, bro. I'm really like starting to take care of my health and shit. Because like I said, you know, I've come to the conclusion that I'm addicted to trading and it's not healthy. So I need to take care of me, you know? All right. Man, that would have been a good trade. That would have been a great trade. That would have been an 8 risk to reward trade. Oh my days. Maybe like this. 5 or 6 risk to reward. That would have been so good. That would have been so good, man. I goofed that. Okay, I need to focus, man. Every time I'm on stream, I always get distracted. I'm here showing you my, to be fair, like super sick pants. But like, man. I can't afford the pants if I don't trade. So gay, man. So gay. So gay. Okay. Lock in. Stop distracting me. You took ETH and BTC using the super secret, top secret entry. Let's go, man. Yo, listen, Dr. Mr. Marco. Wait, which one are you in the Nexus? I wish I had your like actual names all the time. What do you rate my super secret, top secret entry model out of 10? Let the people know. What do you rate it? What do you rate my model out of 10? Be honest, don't lie. Oh, casual stonk. Okay. Do you want to change your name on Discord? Okay, I'll maybe we restricted that. I don't remember. What do you rate it out of 10 though? What's my entry model? Listen, guys, let me just tell you this. For me, and I swear on my life, the Nexus will like, how am I going to lie to you if they're in here? Okay. They will call BS on what I'm about to tell you. On my super secret, top secret entry model, I am 24 for 24. I have a 100% win rate on my super secret, top secret entry model. 10 out of 10, man. I use it all the time. It's a 10. Can't believe it's so simple and no one thought about it that way. Yep. I'm still learning, so I have no idea. Up front, it's crazy, like 9 out of 10. Maybe after some experience, it'll be more like 7 out of 10, but you take that any day. That's still good. Is the super secret entry model in the course? It's not in the course yet. 8 out of 10. Okay. It's not in the course yet, but it is coming to the course. Okay. Yo, why am I doing scalp day trading again? I thought I was doing swing trading. Dude, no. Swing trading sucks, bro. Fuck swing trading. Swing trading blows. So here's the thing. For the people that are wondering about the super secret, top secret entry model, I have a section in the Discord. Okay, let me just explain it very quickly, okay? I have a section in the Discord that is currently, like, okay, if you join now, right? Let's just say you join the Nexus today, you're going to get access to it. It's not, I haven't made an official lesson for it, but we're testing it together as a whole. And all the information that you need is there, okay? So it's not in the course, but it's in the Discord, and there's a whole section for it. I will guide you to where you can find it. There's a whole section for it. You're already in the Nexus? Go here. So go to the course examples channel. Okay, go to the course examples channel, and then this is like a video. That's like a video. I just sent it in the crypto chat, but in this channel, here, I'll send you where the first one was. Let me send you where the first, like, when I first uncovered it. This one. This is the beginning of it. Like, this is the first time I introduced it to you guys. So go to this message and down. Go to that message and down, and then you'll see it. Okay, you'll see it. Go if you can't find it, go to the crypto chat, the normal crypto chat in the Nexus crypto chat, and go to that video, those two videos. But the second one is the first video that I ever brought it to your attention. So start on the second one and then just go down and go look at everything when I mentioned the entry model. Okay. Yeah, it's all there. What is my opinion about Monday range trading strategy? Yeah, it's good. When you deviate Monday's high, you can rotate down to Monday's low and vice versa. So absolutely, I do consider Monday's range. The secret is that it's super duper. Yeah, swing trading is not fun right now. I agree. What are the odds what are the odds you give Touch the USD trend line that connects August 5th and April 7th? August 5th and April 7th? August 5th. So I guess this and April 7th is what? Wait, August 5th and April 7th. April. Okay, if I'm like understanding this correctly, are you asking me like what are the odds that like whoops? Are you asking me like what are the odds that this line gets touched? Oh, from above. Okay. August 5th. Okay, so that's April 7th and then August 5th. You said August 5th, right? Was it August 5th? 5 August, yeah. 5 August. That, I guess. August 5th. Yeah, give or take. Give or take that. What are the odds that that gets touched? Like this line gets touched? Down here? Imagine not being in the Nexus. Yeah. I can't imagine it, man. I can't imagine it. Imagine not getting the alpha trade tactics and strategies. Guys, like, I don't know what to tell you. Listen to me. Okay? Like, I'm 24 for 24 with this entry model. And they're very high probability, you know? They're very high risk to reward. I told you last week, the Bitcoin long, one of the Bitcoin longs is a 58 risk to reward. It sounds, man, I don't even want to talk about it because it sounds like, it sounds fake. Like, it sounds like I'm selling you a dream. I promise you it's not. But anyway, you either believe me or you don't. I don't feel like chilling shit today. I'm kind of like, I'm not low energy, but I'm like vibing today. Like, I don't feel like screaming, and I'm kind of just chill, man. It's Monday. I'm kind of just like chilling out today. Anyway, the odds of that this gets hit, I don't know. I don't know what. Like, can it get hit? Yes. Do I care about the trend line? No. I don't know what makes this specific trend line relevant at the moment. Right? I don't know what makes, like, why do we need to test that again? Why do we need to test that on the weekly chart? 1 week. Are we talking like high time frame? Or across years? Like, what are the 2 points? August 5th and April 7th. August 5th and April 7th. Of this year? Like, is this the line? Okay, this is April 7th. That's April 7th. And then August 5th is where? August 5th is here. Anyway, bro, I don't know. Draw it for me in the Discord and then I'll look at it. Because I don't know the relevance of this trend line. If you're saying, if this is what you mean, like this high to this high, what are the odds that that gets hit? I mean, when it's a bear market, that's going to get hit. Yes, that's going to get hit. So, and the bear market could be now. I don't know. Right. I have such a good locked in price with Alex Discord. I'm not sure your brain can handle anymore. Look, that's fair, man. That's fair. That's absolutely fair. Absolutely fair. And look, to each their own, you know, like if Alex is working for you, stay with Alex. He's a good trader. He's a good trader. I have the two goats, Geo and Mayan, make a collab. I don't know who Mayan is, but sounds intriguing. Yeah, I'm down. Damn, it's hard to recover algo on YouTube. Remember, my lives used to be super popping. Yeah, man, I took a year off basically so I could work on the Nexus, and now the Nexus is, you know, taken care of and doing their own thing, and you know, now I'm trying to get that. I'm trying to get popping again on YouTube. Guys, you get such a great course teaching market structure and SMC. You would get a wait, hold on, guys, join. You get a great course teaching market structure and SMC. And you get a great trader in your corner. Why would you want to go at it all by yourself? I agree. Main is a swing trader and goes in on large time frame OBs. Yeah. Oh, is that what you meant by Mayan? Oh, you meant Main. Yeah. Yeah, I would collab with Main. I think, like, yeah, he's a good trader, but he's like a very simple version of what I do. I make it a lot more complicated than what he does. Gio is great at explaining things in the Nexus course. When I have a question, when I'm watching it, it gets answered in the video. He's a great teacher. Thank you. I appreciate that. Gio, can I take a look at gold? Yeah, let's take a look at gold. Let's talk about futures real quick. Oh, okay, hold on. We just took that high. Shit, I missed this. Fuck. I definitely want to short this. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me check that in a second. Let me peep my super secret, top secret entry model. Oh, yeah, this is super. I want to short it. Oh, my days, we missed it. Did I just miss it? Hold on. See what I mean by I get fucking distracted? Oh my days, man. Okay, I'm gonna get off soon because I need to make money today. can't make money with you guys here. All right, let me see if I can short this. I definitely want to, but it's a little bit too soon. Yeah, it's too soon. Too soon. Okay. I wouldn't have shorted it anyway. So that's good. I do want to short it though. Let me open up my Top Step. I want to get funded this week. I'm currently 1.2K underwater. Because I'm being stupid with this evaluation. But I'm just going to like go in on it. Fuck it. Let's see. How can I get involved here? Ooh. We can try it. We can definitely try it. This thing looks like it wants to. It can roll over. Definitely looks like it can. Definitely looks like it could roll over here. Let's see. Let's see. We're at VWAP right now. We are at VWAP right now. What's BTC and ETH doing? All right, so Bitcoin came back and took the low. Yeah, so this was an easy short, man. I should that was an easy ass short, man. ETH was so easy. So stupid. So stupid. All right. Let's check NQ. We don't have anything really to talk about on the future side of things, but I will open up gold for you. I do think we could roll over from here. I definitely think that we can. Definitely think so. I would probably like to come up a little bit higher on ES. Like maybe into here. Into like this fair value gap. Right, maybe we hit the fair value gap. Actually, we have a pretty big fair value gap. We'll see. I'm going to have to use my super secret, top secret entry model for this one. Because I came late to the show. I'm using Top Step. I'm using Top Step. Yeah, I'm using Top Step. I already made money. I mean, I did make money, but I need to make like enough money to like earn a living, you know? Like it's not, I don't necessarily give myself quotas per se, but I need to make like, I need to make money. Like it's, you know, it's not like an optional thing. Like I need to make proper money. Dude, does the entry model work well on NQ and ES? Yes, it does. It works on everything. It's guys, okay. I don't like talking about it because I kind of feel like an asshole not showing you guys, but like also, you know, understand that there's like it serves me and the Nexus benefit to keep it within the Nexus. You know what I mean? Like it's going to get leaked eventually. Someone's going to try to take credit for it, say that they invented it. We all know that that's going to be horseshit though, because I've been talking about this for a pretty long time now. But it just serves me better to keep it within our little group. The more people that know about it, the less it's going to work. How much is the Nexus? $99 a month. $99 a month. You get access to the course. You get access to myself, basically as a coach in your corner. You get access to our live streams every morning. You get access to my plans. You get access to my real-time updates. You get access to my trades. You basically get it all. You know, I cover everything for you. Instead of trying to fight the market yourself, especially if you don't know what you're doing, like, instead of giving the market your $100, give me your $100 and I will give you more in return. You will get more in return. I can guarantee you that. $99 lower than a lot of top of the discords. Yeah, man. It's a premium price, but it's a premium price, but you get way more than these other discords get for that same price. It's actually the average price, by the way. It is the average price across the board. $100 is the average, and I do way more than average in here. The pricing, no, so you can get, there's two plans. You can go monthly or you can go yearly. Okay, you can go monthly or yearly, whatever you prefer. And the website, I'm working with my developers right now, so it's a little bit like not complete. Okay, sorry for that, but I'm currently transitioning because we had the old website which was more complete, and this one is less complete. But I'm working on it actively. So, all right, let's put an alert here, and then let's check gold. Put an alert. Let's check gold. Let's see what's popping. See what's going on. Get my chat back up. See what's good. All right. Well, we're coming into that fair value gap now. So let's see what I am looking for. Yeah. We just hit the fair value gap. I need to see a reaction out of here, or there's no trade, obviously. Let me check my positions here. Very choppy morning. Very, very choppy morning. Very choppy morning. Okay, so that got ran through. Okay, nothing to do yet. You wanted to join Chart Champions a while back, but it's so expensive. Yeah, they're expensive. Drop it to $60 and you'll buy it? No. Good discords cost $100. $99 is still good value. Yeah. It'll never go lower than $99 ever. And I'm not going to do deals on it. Like, you already get way more than $99. I can tell you that without even a blink, right? Without even a stutter. You get way more than what you pay for being in there. Way more. Guys, I gave the Discord a 58 risk to reward trade on Friday using my 24 for 24 win rate entry model. Like, it'll never go below $99 ever. I'm never going to do deals on it. We're never going to do Black Friday. I'm not doing that. It's already cheap. This is already your deal. It's never, ever, 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 ever going to go lower than $99. Ever. Ever. I can promise you that. It's only going to go higher. And listen, if that's not for you, then that's okay. Like, no hard feelings, you know? I have absolutely no hard feelings. But I just, you know, I need to protect the product. Like, it's a premium product. It's different than every other Discord. You know, I truly believe that we're on the A side. And, man, I gave a 58 risk to reward trade on Friday alone. I have nothing else to tell you. Like, if you don't want that, then I can't, you know. 98.99. Yeah. Oh, my days. Okay, what are we doing here on Biddy? Bitcoin SFP in the low. Not really great. ETH also took the low. So this, by the way, this entry model, if you took that, you have to de-risk it there. So this would be a W. I didn't take it, but this would be a W. 3 risk to reward, not bad. You know, that's if you don't want to take profit there, you at least de-risk it there. Like, you put your stop loss to break even there, if that's the case. Can I look at Sol? Can I look at Solana? You want me to check Solana? Yeah, Sol is in a potential long zone, but the thing is, okay, long story short about Solana, is we hit high time frame supply. You very clearly have a distribution above here. So if you do get above here, then I think that we're going to go higher, which, okay. Solana has either this zone, we'll call this zone A, and this zone is zone B, that it can like, if it's going to roll over, it's going to roll over from one of the two. Okay. That being said, I have no reason to believe that we're going to go to B until we break A. Well, now we just came into A and we formed a distribution and we dumped down and we are in demand now. This demand's job is to make a higher low, higher high. So let me just delete this so you guys can, you know, visualize what I'm talking about. Okay. By the way, all this that is all in the course. But anyway, this demand's job right now is to make a higher low, higher high, right? That's its job. But we're in supply, right? We're in supply zone 1. We're in resistance, okay? For the retail noobs, we're in resistance, okay? So if we're in resistance here and our job is to make a higher low, higher high, then that means that we're going to find out soon if this is going to do its job, right? You see how price is holding here? It's trying to accumulate. It's trying to push up for another move. This is a distribution currently as it stands right now. Now, one of three things can happen. We either go higher, obviously, or we go lower, obviously, or we range here, obviously. If we come up and we range here, then there's another short on the top of this. This is just the first tap of a higher time frame potential distribution. If we are destined to range here, I don't know, right? I don't know. So why I wrote wait for flip zone is I know that this zone's job is to make a higher high. If it does not make the higher high or it attempts to, and then it loses it, then that means we can short the supply that's coming as a result of that demand failure because it's showing you that the bulls are losing control. Okay. Demand is failing its job. Its job is to make a higher low, higher high. If it fails to make the higher low, higher high and makes a lower high or SFPs the high, right? Then that means that it's showing weakness, which is showing you that this supply zone is strong. Okay. Which means you're probably going to go lower. So it's either between A or B right now. Again, I don't know which one it's going to be, but I'm not here to predict it. I could never tell you. I have to react to what happens. If we start closing below here, closing like give or take around like, you know, 193, 190, whatever, I'm looking to short the shit out of the back test because it's showing me signs that supply is taking control over demand, right? It doesn't sound simple. Once you like understand the course and you watch the course content, it is simple, okay? But that's basically the idea behind it, right? In general, I'm favoring shorts right now because we are at the highs of the range, right? GeoStyle allows you to maximize your capital and ROI while minimizing risk as much as possible. There are a few people that focus on this ideology. Yeah. What's the charge, Geo? How am I doing? How are you, bro? You're looking for BTC to hit 117, 119 to recover vector candles. It could definitely do that. I'm still long on Bitcoin. I'm still long. I am looking for shorts though, but I am long right now. I would prefer we get a rollover from here and then we'll see. I don't know. I'm not, like I was telling the Nexus this morning and I was telling the stream this morning, the public stream, I'm not bearish right now. I'm very neutral right now. Okay. I'm very neutral because we're at the range high. So you can't really aggressively long here. I will still long and I will de-risk as soon as I can if I see one. But, you know, it's irresponsible of me to like just be longing blindly up here when you're at the highs of the range, okay? When we were down here, I was telling everybody it's not the time to be shorting. I even fought with some guys on YouTube saying, no, it's going down for sure. Well, look at what happened. But now is not the time. Like I was saying, now's like that back down here was not the time to be bearish. Right here is not the time to be bullish, right? It's not the time, in my opinion, to be bullish. So I will long if I see a long, perhaps in 114K zone, but I will be very careful with that long and I will de-risk it as soon as I can. Because ultimately I am aware that this is a range and that this range deviation could send price all the way back down to 102K, especially because this wick was not recovered. Yeah. And because we have like a discrepancy between lows too. I think it was these lows. There was a discrepancy between these lows here on different exchanges. So we definitely could rotate down to like 106. I do think that we can, but we'll have to wait to see. That's ultimately my like overall outlook on Bitcoin. All right, what are we talking about? We're saying gold, right? We said we were going to talk about golds. Let us talk about gold. Let's talk about gold. All right, first of all, I need to put an alert here. I need an alert there. I'm not missing this short if we get it. I'm not missing that short. That's number one. Number two, What was I gonna do? Gold. Gold, 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 gold. Let's check gold. So gold is dumping. Okay. Gold is in its extreme discount section of the leg between this low and this high, which is what I would very clearly say is your structure. Okay. Now you did flip bearish here and you never retested that. So here's what we're gonna say about gold. Okay, let's move this. Close that. Don't need this. Don't need that. Here's what we're going to say about gold. This whole thing is range-based supply. Okay, so we're looking for shorts in this entire zone, especially because you swept the high, right? That's the structure. That's the SFP. And then this is a market structural flip. So you swept the high. That being said, these lows look super, super ugly. Okay, so if those lows look super ugly, we don't necessarily need to sweep those lows, but it would be nice to. I would be in general looking for longs anywhere in this like whole area, and I would be looking, it would be a scalp like this, give or take. Okay, this is not a position, I'm not taking it right now, but I would be looking to come up to 4196 ish. Okay, 4196 is where I would be looking to take it to, and then I would be looking for continuation shorts. So I'd be looking for something like this, sweep out this buy side, and then roll over. That's what I'd be looking for on gold. Obviously, things can change. Things are subject to change, but that is the general idea. And I would prefer that this low goes. I would prefer that these lows go before doing that. The problem is, like, this thing can really get... Like, your high time frame structure is just this. It's just low, high, low. I guess we'll say this one high, low, and then straight up. So this can fall pretty hard, right? Like if I were to do my... This is like more swing structure now. If I was going to bring up my scale again, you know, that's kind of my like my expansion leg. That's my low to the high, right? So you're still in the premium section of that. Like I would be looking for that. If we don't get it, then I would be looking for longs, probably down, probably here. I like the way this zone looks right here. I like 37.50, whatever. But I do think I do suspect that the show is over for gold for a little bit. It's time for it to like cool off, in my opinion, and you know, we'll see how it goes. That's ultimately what I'm thinking, but we'll see. We shall see. We shall see. You're on the boat of cautiously long. Yeah, I think like I'm still long, right? I'm definitely still long. I'm not closing my longs. I accidentally closed my Solana long. So on X, I right after, not right after, but a little bit after we took a public, like in the public Discord, not in the Nexus, okay? In the public Discord, we took a long together on stream in the public Discord, in the public lounge, okay? And I accidentally closed my position. So I was long over the weekend. I had 3 Solana longs and I had 2 Bitcoin longs. This was the one that we took together, right? We took it on like a Saturday. We took this together live in the free. Come hang with us. And then I closed that position. That's this one here. I closed it in full for like a 7K or something profit. 8K or whatever it was. In the end. So I'm still long. I'm still looking for, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if we go higher, but, you know, I'm looking for positions across the board. But, yeah, I am aware that we did sweep high time frame buy side liquidity. So, you know, we can't be ignorant to that. I'm not convinced yet that I'm not super bearish yet, basically. I'm not bearish yet, but I'm looking for. We got a stochastic RSI crossing down on the daily while the daily MACD is crossing and curving up. Isn't it more bearish for the lows to not be swept? Yes, it is more bearish for the lows to not be swept. That's why we have to be cautiously optimistic here on Bitcoin, because Bitcoin has all this liquidity that it never came for. But also, you also need to remember that the Bitcoin right now, Bitcoin's like characteristics this cycle is it hasn't been coming for the lows, right? It hasn't been taking the lows. So maybe it just continues to not take lows, you know? You never know. You never know. Never ever know. What got you thinking that the top is in is that we have FOMC and markets are trending up while QT is ending. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I've made my case for it. I'll tell you this. You see these 3 dots? This is a model 1 distribution. Like, there is, in my opinion, there is literally no reason to come back up here. Like, this is as good of a market top as, like, it looks. You don't need to come back up here. Can we go back up here? Yes, we can for sure. Do we need to? No, we don't. Okay, I'm not calling top, and I'm probably not ever going to call top. Okay, I'll say I think or I don't think. But what I will tell you is that I don't see any reason for us to need to come back up here. This looks like it could be a good market top. Like, it looks like if it is the top, I wouldn't be surprised. Let's just say that. Whereas, like, if something like this were the top, for example, 74K, that would surprise me. This would not surprise me if this was the top. Would not surprise me at all. In fact, it would be more surprising to me that if it's not the top than it is. Because it already looks like it's ready for lower. Like, it doesn't, there's no reason to go higher. Right? In my opinion. I could be wrong and I'm trading it. Like, I don't care. Don't change your plans based on what I'm saying. I've been plenty wrong high time frame, especially on Bitcoin before. But this could be your cycle top, and therefore this could be your lower high, lower low, and therefore these could be swing shorts, guys. Like, these shorts that I'm looking for right now could be swing shorts. These swing shorts could take you to the bear market low. I'm not saying it is, but it could. You never know. Any high could be a short to the bear market low. We are, if you believe in the 4-year cycle and you believe in all that, we have 1 month left, 2 months left, right? A month and a half left until the end of the cycle. If you believe in the 4-year cycle. I don't. I think the cycle is broken. Like, I think it's, at some point the top has to be in, right? This could be it. That's all I'm saying. Could be it. This cycle has to be the most confusing cycle ever. The on-chain metrics and fundamentals suggest more bullish upside. The market structure and cycle length suggest that a bear market is starting. Yeah, for me personally, I'm not a fundamentals trader. I'm not a news trader. I don't care about any of that. If I'm being completely real with you, I really don't care. It doesn't interest me at all. However, man, like, the fundamentals are always bullish, Like, Bitcoin's always going to only have 21 million. There's always going to be a supply shock, apparently. But yet, it still drops 80%. So, I will say this. I agree with you that this is a very confusing cycle. But that's the thing. Like, the cycle is broken, right? Ever since April of 2024, I've been saying that the cycle is broken. So, I wouldn't have expected anything less, to be completely honest with you. Let's count the days of the previous cycle from the low to the cycle's high. Then count the days from the 15K low. Numbers line up like crazy. Yeah, whoever said that October 6th is the high or whatever, like, that was the high, and it could be the high, guys. Like, it definitely could be the high. Now a lot of people are calling for super cycles like they were last time and the time before that. Who knows, though? Who knows? I almost feel like it would be too easy for it to end now. But you never put it past the market makers, Also, if I go to the 5-day chart, you'll see that we have broken the trend since 2022. Yeah. Like, if I had spot Bitcoin that I was ready to sell, I would be way selling it. I would be way selling it. Right? Way selling it. All right, guys. 161 likes. 161 people. 100 likes. I'm gonna go, but let's do a giveaway. We'll do one internship because the likes kind of were slow today. Maybe they'll be better tomorrow. Let's do an intern giveaway. So basically, if you don't know, the Nexus is my premium network. Okay, you get access to myself. You get access to my course. You get access to my premium content. You get access to all the beautiful trading members that are so beautiful and sexy. And this is going to grant you access to all of that for 1 week for free. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. Okay, so I need everybody to go to this website. Need y'all to go here. Everybody go there. And in 30 seconds, I'm going to give you guys what the code is, okay? I'm going to give you a discount code. Don't buy that, okay? Do not buy that. I'm going to give you guys the discount code. Click here. Click have a coupon. Put your coupon code that I'm about to tell you. There's only one winner today. And it's first come, first serve, okay? So if you're the one that gets it, congratulations. If you're not, then, you know, tomorrow we'll do another one. Okay? If you're already in the Nexus, please don't do this. You don't need to be... You don't need to be... Okay, ready? Your code, all capitals. All caps. Okay. Your code is April. Go. First one to redeem it. Congratulations. To the rest of you, beautiful human beings, I hope we all stay happy, healthy, wealthy. Thank you for kicking it with me. I'll see you guys in the next stream tomorrow morning for New York Open. And we'll chat then. One love. God bless. See you guys soon. And take care.
Set my heart on fire.